Zaandam is very inspiring.
Together with Piotr, we make a really nice project here.
We try to make the walls that connect, not divide.
I live more than 10 years in Zaandam.
We met on the hip-hop event. I was painting there, and Maciej was filming, making after movie about the event.
And we feel the same vibe to the art, and we start cooperating and do the things together.
I took him to Wiesbaden in Germany to Meeting of Styles. It's a big graffiti festival where lots of artists from all over the world come in.
Don't be afraid of the dark, be careful with stars. Not every light is gonna guide you, baby. Don't let them rain on your spark. Keep it close to your heart. All of the pressure's gonna drive you crazy.
The Meeting of Styles in Wiesbaden inspired me to do something in Zaandam. Our idea was to connect the modern art with the history and the culture of the Zaandam. And street art is really connecting people and to make people happy, and it's connecting the people. So we want to try it in the Zaandam.
But we didn't want to do like a typical graffiti. My idea was to do something like based on history or culture of Zaandam. And one of the ideas was Sans. But then Maciej told me that, oh, actually Monet was here and he painted some paintings here. He made some paintings here with windmills. That also is good connection to the city, to the culture of Zaandam.
And this is how it begins. And we need to find a place where we can make this. And this is how we met Hans from Saint Maculars. He trusts us, and together we make the first project. That was a big experiment.
We are honored that we were the first painting on our wall. You entered our office with our employee, and you told me that you would like to make a picture on graffiti on the side wall from Claude Monet. And she asked my permission, so we were very enthusiastic and said, let's do it. It was for free, but we give you an amount to make the picture because we believe in the state of the building and the surroundings where Claude Monet has painted the paintings. We choose one picture, but you have made for two pictures one, because the wall was too wide. Yeah. It's a combination of two paintings, and what for us very important was that our brand, our Saint Maculars kantoor, was already there, and more people see in our office. But we're also very pleased that we are the first for a bigger area of more paintings, what will attract a lot of tourists, and that we can make a contribution to the community of Zaanstad.
Yeah, the first wall was a big experiment for us. We didn't know what will be the reaction of people, but it was great. So quickly after we do the second wall on the corner of Pepperstraat. When I saw this wall, I knew we had to do it. We had to paint this wall because it was looking ugly, and it was in perfect spot in the city on the corner of two streets.
I was knocking to Jerry's house 7 days in a row, and finally we get the contact, and we get the permission, and we make the second wall.
Yeah, luckily my brother from Mexico, Angel, was here around, so I invited him to help me with the project.
I was here in Europe, so Peter told me come over and paint, and then when somebody say come over and paint, I go normally. So at this point we decided to put a little bit more of our own painting, of our own style into the Monet paintings. The reaction of the people around in Zaandam was really positive and nice, and this is something that I really was not expecting from here. But they really like it. They really love the wall. It's in a great location for street art painting. So I've been in a couple of projects in different countries painting and collaborating with different artists, but I was really surprised that here in Zaandam the people take it really positive and nice, and at some point was really overwhelming, the reaction of the people. So I'm very happy to be part of this project. It was a great success, I think, and we do it with a lot of passion and love. We are professional street artists, so yeah, thank you guys.
When I saw the murals for the first time in the newspaper in my neighborhood, I thought, wow, this is really the best way to make neighborhoods more alive with street art painting. And I knew something about Voor je wijkie, that if people have good ideas, they can put on a crowdfundingsactie and raise money to do something in the neighborhood. So I made a contact between the street artist with the first citizen who had a wall, and voila, there was number 3, the big wall at Konijnenpad.
Oh, my name is Willem and I live here since 1976. Many years went by and the wall lived in peace until urban graffiti reached Zaandam. And then this wall was raped by so-called graffiti artists. And then I decided to fight fire with fire. And I saw on Facebook, I saw a picture of the wall on the Peperstraat, a wall that I knew very well, and I knew the guy who took the picture. So I asked him, can you get me in touch with the painters? And so I met Piotr, I met you, Simone Ronchetti of Monet in Zaandam. She helped me to organize a crowdfunding, and she also helped me to find a good painting for this wall. And it all went very smoothly, and I'm happy as a clam with this beautiful wall.
We get a lot of support from Simone. Simone feels the same vibe as we to the art and street art and Claude Monet. And together we create sort of a dream team.
Yeah, I really like to come to Monet Atelier, not only because I can learn about the paintings and check the paintings, but also learn about the history of Zaandam and about the painter itself. So it's really like inspiring me to come there and always learn something new.
And Simone arranged the wall.
Yeah, that was the wall in her neighborhood, and we really wanted to do something as a gift for her, for saying thank you.
My name is Mariska Meijer. I'm director of Thuis met Zorg. It's on the corner of the Touwslagerstraat 15. This wall is painted by beautiful persons, and I'm really happy with it. And a lot of people are really happy with it. Our customers, but also people who walk by. They ask from who is it, and you have also people who comes to go all the paintworks.
How it happened that this painting is on your wall?
Oh, Simone was asked me, from Mariska, you make it so beautiful. I want to use this wall. I say, my landlord, it's okay. She has arranged with you guys to paint it, and I was only happy with it. And it's come out very beautiful. And with our customers, we bike to all the paintworks who are in a neighborhood. And we really like it. And also we have a little exposition in the Monet atelier. Because of this, this was the entree.
We are here in the Monet atelier. It's a special building done by the foundation of Stichting Monet in Zaandam. And here we have all the 25 copies of the paintings Claude Monet made in 1871. The French famous Impressionist painter was here in 1971. And in 4 months he made 24 landscape paintings and 1 portrait. Before he was in London, when he was 8 months, and there he made 6 paintings. So it says a lot what Claude Monet thought about this neighborhood and this landscape of the Zaanstreek.
Because of our promotion in social media, television and newspaper, we get more interested people about our project, and a lot of people contact us about it. And
of course Maria was one of them, so it was super nice, good vibe painting there, even with the bad weather conditions.
Hi, my name is Maria. This is my mural on my beautiful wall. Well, the wall wasn't that beautiful, but thanks to the mural, it is.
How it happened?
Yeah, how it... Good question, good question. I love that question. It started on Facebook. There was a post on Je bent de Zaankant er als. In that post, there was another wall. The previous wall was there, Piotr already had done. I loved it. My wall was so ugly, so I loved the idea to make a mural on the wall. I contacted Simone if my wall was a good wall to paint also. And Simone was immediately here to look at the wall if it was appropriate for the mural. And it was. Yes, it was. So Piotr came around, we talked about which painting I wanted, and so we started the crowdfunding. And thanks to a lot of people, here we are. We have Oosterkattegat from Monet on the wall, and I love it.
I really love that I've got the freedom of expressing myself on the wall, and people trust me with the process. So every time, every wall looks completely different, in different style.
for this one, the idea come out from the local community, and Parthenon, the housing society in Zaandam, helped us with financing this project.
Well, she started it together with her neighbor. And then she tried to collect some votes to collect the money.
Yeah, it was a project from Parthenon. They sponsor projects from residents. We had to gather votes, and if we had enough votes, then we would receive money from Parthenon to realize this project. And we did, so we were very happy.
And what do you think about it?
I love it, I really do. It used to be just a bland yellow, ugly wall with holes in it.
And a lot of graffiti on it.
Yeah, a lot of tags, random tags on it. So this is much, much better, and it's very, very pretty as well. And I thought it was great to see how Piotr built it up. I had no expectation because he was spray painting it, so I had no idea how he would work. And it was very much fun to see that in progress. And I love the results, I really do.
I think a lot of people appreciate it.
Yeah.
And when they pass by a painting, you see a lot of people stop and watch and try to, how do you say that, understand what Piotr is doing within the community, within this town. And I see a lot of people smile.
Yeah, people talk about it when they pass through.
And when he had the project near the bridges, near the sluice, a lot of people, and especially kids, they participated within the project as well. And that was fun to see.
Okay, so the biggest wall so far, number 7, the clock by. This wall was organized by Fritz and Simone. ZVH and Stichting Monet arranged the budget and all permissions for this project.
And that was the biggest one so far, and it was not far from the original spot when Monet was painting this specific one. And Angel helped us on this wall. It was so big, so...
Basically, after a year, I came back to Europe, and I was surprised of how big the project grows, and how many walls they already paint, and how many walls still left to paint. And yes, once again, we have a really nice, positive reaction of the local neighbors.
Hi, I'm Petra, and I have a little house on the clock by, and I got the best gift. I came back from a holiday, and on the wall opposite my house, I saw the outlines of the windmills, and I thought, yes, I get the painting. Yeah, I think that this is a really good way to promote Zaandam, because everyone knows the windmills, everyone goes to the Zaanse Schans, but really in Zaandam there was no street art whatsoever, and this really, yeah, it just makes it like a puzzle ride. They can make a map with where all the paintings are. I'd already seen work of Piotr before, and I'm a tour guide, so I take Australians, English, Americans around, and I showed them already a few of the paintings of Piotr, not knowing that I got the best gift right in front of my house. I got the biggest painting that he's going to make here in Zaandam. And because I love it so much, I travel all over the world, I always look for street art, and because I love it so much, I asked them to paint the door behind me. And they did, not just Piotr, together with Angel, and they did a fabulous job. I'm really, really happy. So keep up the good work, guys.
This is our recent project. We found this wall by ourselves.
Walking in the city, we see the spot and we really like the wall, so we knocked to Eric's door to ask for permission.
Hello, I am Eric.
I'm Ellen.
We live in Zaandam, next to a play art, and we have a huge wall. And it was always a dream to have a painting on that wall, but we never made it. So one day, 2 people came to our door and they said, well, we want to paint your wall. And I thought, that's weird that you want to do that, but okay. And they told me more. They were making a project on Monet, and they wanted to paint a lot of pictures of Monet on the walls in Zaandam. And we thought, oh, that's nice.
Yes, because we like street art in general, and we also like the idea of bringing something really from Zaandam to our place. Monet is not really from Zaandam, but he stayed here for a couple of months. Yes. So we really like things to come together on our wall. It's something not just for today, it's for many years, I hope, and for many people to enjoy, and that's what I like about street art in general. So I hope it will be a big success.
We start crowdfunding again on the Forivaiki, and it goes, and this is how it begins.
Hi, my name is Anna, and I live in the area here in Zaandam, specifically in Langestraat. And I'm very excited to see the painting that is going on behind me. Me and my partner, we contributed to the funding of this painting, so I'm very much looking forward to seeing how it turns out.
One of the roles of Foundation Monet is to find the right paintings at the right locations. There must be a link with the painting and the neighborhood. They have the dream for the 25 Monet paintings, and of course Foundation Monet has the same dream. We want to show the world that Zaanstad is Monetstad, so there's no better way to do that with murals. The idea is good, but how do you get murals and how do you get the money? So that's a big organization between all of us, the Monet Dream Team. We're doing everything to find walls, to get the money, and we are very proud that we have found different ways to make already these 8 murals. And with these murals you get a little bit an idea of how Zaandam looked like in 1871, but also with a modern vibe. There are always something new in it from nowadays. It's nice to work with these paintings. I get to know them too, again. Sometimes I learn stuff at the paintings which I never saw before. So it's a real nice way to have this connection, this creation with the Monets in 2023.
Again, we try to fit with our painting to the surrounding area with the colors and the color scheme, actually. So yeah, kids like it because it's on the playground and it's more colorful.
And thank you for watching. Thank you for supporting us. We wanna give big shout to all our partners. Thank you.
Thanks for loving street art and see you on the next wall.
See you on the street in the Zaandam. Viva l'arte.